Hello everyone and welcome back to today's weather video. It is Friday and we're here to talk about our next Winter Storm Tabitha, which will be making its way across the East Coast this weekend. So let's get right into it. Now, so far we have winter storm watches posted in the mid-Atlantic regions as of this morning. It's about 9:30 on Friday. So we will have watches and advisories and warnings posted later on today and tonight. But as of right now, we do have winter storm watches in the DC, Baltimore areas, and it's going to pretty much expand northward into parts of Philadelphia, maybe New York, and maybe as far as Boston. Now, the winter storm watches here in the mid-Atlantic region are for mainly an ice event. So DC, I know the past few storms we were expected snow. We got some snow, then changed over to a wintry mix, and then rain, and it was all slush and everything. This go around, it looks like it's going to be about 30 degrees or so during this whole event. But because we have a lot of warmer air aloft overriding that precipitation, the snow up in the upper atmosphere will come down, melt as rain, and then right down at the surface, it's going to be basically freezing. So we're going to actually have more of an ice event than anything here in the DC area. And we are concerned about a lot of icing here in a lot of Virginia, some parts of North Carolina going into Maryland, West Virginia, parts of Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey. North of that, say basically Philadelphia, New York, north and west of those cities, we could expect an all snow event. So we could be picking up 3 to 6 inches, possibly with Winter Storm Tabitha over this weekend. And then I think the northern end of the actual winter storm will be Boston. I don't think we're going to get much snow north of that. If we do, it's only going to be maybe a coating to an inch or two. And then southern New England could see, again, more of a mixture of rain and snow actually along the coastline. So the timing for this storm, a lot of it right now is going to be situated here along the south and the Gulf Coast. And so this is going to be more of a southerly storm. Most of the storms have been coming in from basically the northwest and dipping down like this thing, riding right along the jet stream. This one's kind of doing the same thing, but a low pressure system is actually going to be forming off the southeast coast tonight and into tomorrow on Saturday, and then riding up the east coast. But again, we do have the cold air in place, but because it's more of a southerly flow, we're going to have, again, that warm air override that cold air, and that's why we're going to see a lot of wintry mess, basically. And again, we do think the DC area, especially Baltimore, especially, and places around the metropolitan areas will see mainly an ice event. And ice is literally the worst thing you could get during winter weather because ice just makes everything treacherous. So winter storm watches are posted basically from tomorrow morning until basically Sunday morning. So if you don't have to travel at all tomorrow, Saturday, or Saturday night here in Northern Virginia and moving north into parts of Maryland and the Delmarva, southern New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and points westward along the Appalachian Mountains, along, let's say, I-81, I would not advise to travel tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night because that's when the main event will happen. Now, it only takes about maybe a tenth of an inch of ice to really start causing problems on basically everywhere. Tree limbs start weighing down. It gets very slick on the roads, and power lines start coming down. And that's only like a tenth of an inch of ice. So we're expected in some cases up to maybe a quarter of inch of ice with actually Winter Storm Tabitha. So I would not advise traveling in these places. If you do not have to, just stay home and, break out the movies and popcorn this weekend. But this is mainly going to be a Saturday night and going into early Sunday morning scenario, especially here in the mid-Atlantic. I think southward places, maybe Richmond, they may get some ice, but I think it's going to be mainly a rain event for them. But northward, we will see basically in most of Pennsylvania and New York, I think it's going to be mainly a snow event. No, I do not think it's going to be a blockbuster storm. Again, I think general 1 to 4, maybe up to 6 inches in some locales. And the winter storm is not going to go right up the East Coast. It's going to actually go up, and then I would just say right along Long Island, it's going to just skirt out to the east. So by Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Winter Storm Tabitha should be out of here. But again, if you live along the places in the mid-Atlantic, it's going to be very, very treacherous. A lot of ice is expected. So if you do not have to travel, I would not advise traveling. Again, places north, I think we'll see mainly a snow event, mainly west of the I-95 corridor. But if you live right on the immediate coastlines, I think you're either going to see rain or you're going to see a mixture of rain, sleet, and freezing rain with Winter Storm Tabitha. So after Tabitha moves out this weekend, we do have another Winter Storm Uri, which actually is starting to make its way into the Pacific Northwest also this weekend, and it will be affecting parts of the East Coast next week on Monday and Tuesday, just in time for President's Day. All right, well, that is today's weather video. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay safe. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you all, I think, either Sunday or Monday, and we'll talk about Winter Storm Uri. Take care.